New Zealand 74 Scotland 6, Shaun Johnson became a record breaker as Scots were handed another harsh Rugby League World Cup lesson. Shaun Johnson became a record breaker as New Zealand handed Scotland another harsh World Cup lesson. The Bravehearts tried hard but were their own worst enemies at times, kicking out on the full twice and failing to find touch with a penalty. Winger Jason Nightingale bagged 2 of 14 tries in a defeat that would have been heavier had Johnson mastered the breeze with his kicking boots. But standoff Tamar Martin went one better with a hat-trick and also setting up Dean Ware's effort in front of a healthy Christchurch crowd. New Zealand have been virtually written off by many after a series of players defected to Tonga. But they went back to basics, literally basics, in their preparation, and it appears to have created a stronger bond between David Kidwell's players. While the Kiwis are building, Scotland looked to be up against it after being thrashed by Tonga and Cairns, then flying to Christchurch, some 2,500 miles away. Full-back Lewis Tierney revealed it took 10 hours to get there and things do not get any easier for Steve McCormack's men. For it is back up to Cairns to face Samoa in their final group game. However, Scotland, who drew with the Kiwis in last year's Four Nations, started excellently, piling the pressure onto New Zealand's line. But Kenny Bromwich crashed over on 9 minutes, with Nightingale and Joseph Tapine touching down in ominous fashion. And once Nightingale for a second time, Martin and former Warrington man Peter Hickle went over, it was clear there was to be no repeat of Scotland's Four Nations heroics. Russell Packer, who was sent to prison for assault in 2014, added his first Kiwis try in what was becoming a procession. Highly rated Martin danced over for his second before he set up Ware, then Hiku, who joins New Zealand Warriors next season, went over again after Danny Brow's error at the penalty. It was set up for Johnson to break New Zealand's points record of 168 and sure enough he beat Matthew Ridge's mark with a 62nd minute try as Scotland's afternoon we got worse by the minute. Kidwell's men turned on the style with the game wrapped up and Hiku wrapped up his hat-trick with 11 minutes left. Oscar Thomas got Scotland on the board on 71 minutes with a well-taken try, stealing over from 10 meters out. But it was soon back to errors, with Brow throwing the ball into touch and Martin punished him with his third before Elijah Taylor rounded it off, with Johnson booting 9 goals.